The question is on inclusivity in boards. The age gap is enormous in my point of view. This is from our participant. She feels the age gap is enormous in her point of view, and that young ladies, in her view, young ladies have the potential to contribute to strategic growth of these companies. But unfortunately, there's a lot of stigma as the older generation thinks we cannot deliver. What is your take on the younger generation having a seat and contributing because of their ability to do so?
Thank you. Interesting question. As ladies, and that is why I mentioned earlier, I didn't want to go into this, what are the implications with what is going on in the US. But I suspect that is part of the thought process where the noise is around, we don't want DI. It's not an issue anymore. Let's not talk about it. But just to quickly try and answer the question, yes, I do agree. A lot of young ladies out there today, young and old, ladies out there today are extremely smart. Take it or leave it. It is a reality. And they work hard. In terms of having the numbers on the boards, I think it is, I would say I think it is work in progress. I don't want to say we have an answer here today, but we cannot stop demonstrating as women that we have what it takes to actually sit in these spaces. We don't have to, we shall be assertive, not aggressive, if that makes sense. Be able to deliver. Let your work be able to speak. Be able to put yourselves out there. One, that the interest is there. Two, you actually have value that you're bringing to the table. We were talking earlier on about the boards that have opportunity to co-opt. I think that's a very good opportunity for the young ladies to actually put their hand up and say, should there be a challenge in this space? Should there be a gap in this space on the team? I am ready to support. And we also need to remember that if we want to put our hands out there, what value are you bringing? But also, we need to separate, because a lot of people, when you get to talk to them, you need to separate the reality in terms of, we need to separate the monetary and actual interest. So people want to sit on boards. I mean, we all want to earn, that's the truth. But people want to sit on boards because they want to earn. So take a step back and ask, do I want to sit on the board because I have value that I'm bringing into the room? And have I seen the board that actually has a gap that I can plug into and add value? Or do I want to sit because I just want to earn? And if you're honest with yourself, then you will realize there is room for you or there is no room for you. You have to ask yourself the hard questions. There is opportunities on voluntary boards. A lot of people start off there. A lot of people, on the other hand, don't want to start off there. They want to wake up, and today they are sitting on the board of Stanchart, Uganda breweries. They don't even know what it takes to get there, but because they have seen Rachel, I want to be there with Rachel. But it takes work. It takes work. It takes a lot of accepting who you are and what are your gaps, what are your strengths, and being able to work around them. Sitting in spaces like this, the Boardroom Masterclass, making the right networks, being able to build the strengths, the skills that you need, the skills that we've been talking about. Then you can sit up, you can actually say, I am young, but can I do 1, 2, 3? And then again, young today has become very relative. I'm not going to, I'll give myself as an example. I have met people asking me, you're the board chair of the Petroleum Authority, how old are you? In the beginning, I thought that's a very weird conversation. That's a very, very weird question. But with time, it actually made sense. And the fact that it was a public sector body, people think it's supposed to be like a retired. Someone actually told me, you need to be like 70 plus, retired. And I thought that is so wrong. That is so wrong. But it is the mindset, and we need to own the shift that we're talking about, changing the mindset. We need to own it as women. young or old, we're the only ones who can change this story.